Welcome back to the Malted Man Cave. I'm Keith.
I'm Dave.
Tonight we're going to be doing a delicious whiskey from Buffalo Trace. Alright, so as I said, tonight we're going to be doing the entry-level bourbon for Buffalo Trace. Just the regular Buffalo Trace bourbon. And I do not say that lightly. I don't mean it's bad, because we're pretty...
The affordable. The economy class.
You don't have to pay $500 for this whiskey from Buffalo Trace, like many others that you'll find out there. So, Buffalo Trace, many of you guys know, is a very, very famous distillery. That's, they sell Pappy, they sell George T. Stagg, Weller, Eagle Rare, all the hard to get, amazing bourbons that everybody wants to get their hands on. But this is their entry level. It's pretty easy to get. Most people can get this. It's very, very affordable. It's only like $23, $25, I think. I mean, sometimes it can be a little bit more expensive. It just depends on where you get it. But delicious. Comes in at 45% ABV. I was not able to find the mash bill. Actually, I should have took a little bit more time to find it. If you guys know the mash bill in the comments, please leave it below. Non-colored, as all bourbons are not colored, and I'm not sure about the chill filtration. But without further ado, let's get into some whiskey.
Keith and I just got done playing a little cards. Playing a little poker.
So you said you won $5. We played a cash game.
I won $5. I was there for 2 hours, won $5. Dude, you put the lid back on me.
My bad.
Yeah. No. We got to hear some early 2000s hip-hop.
Little Peaches and Cream.
Little
Tupac. Bringing it back.
Little Luda.
Little Luda. All right.
Let's get into it.
What do you got on the nose?
Oh, man. Whew. So, vanilla strong, oak strong, lemon cake. It reminds me of like a fresh lemon cake. Just biting into that.
There is a citrus.
I put grilled pineapple on that same piggybacking that citrus note. Sometimes when I'm doing whatever on the grill, I'll throw some slices of pineapple on there. Ooh, so good, especially when it's hot and it sears real quick and it gets caramelized. Cotton candy and powdered sugar were my other notes. It's just all sweet. When I stick my nose in it, oh man.
Yeah, Dave was telling me off camera, he was like, "This is, how can anybody not like this?"
It's
dessert in a glass.
It's literally dessert. If you don't like this, you
don't like whiskey.
Yeah.
Or you at least don't like bourbon.
You don't like bourbon at all. Yeah. No, you don't like kindness or goodness.
You're evil if you don't like the Buffalo
This is
Trace.
Everything that's good in the world, and you don't like it.
I will say this: when I first bought this, I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was like amazing. But this has sat probably about at this level for about a year. I just have so many whiskeys that are in queue to review, and oxidation and some time has done this whiskey a lot of favors. It is a lot better than I remember it when I first drank through it. Anything else you get on the nose?
Oh no, that's it. How about you?
So, man, that is good. Again, like vanilla caramel, like you get with most bourbons. I get a very unique spearmint note with this one.
Dude, that's spot on. Some double mint gum, man. Yeah.
Grape soda, kind of like the cheap generic grape soda.
Some Fago.
Yep. A little bit, and then leather, oak, and a little bit of black licorice. It's not strong, like it's just barely in the background. A little black licorice. What about the palate?
So, my first two reminds me of like vanilla ice cream, like just sweetness and creaminess. And then also a little bit of, I don't know if you, when I was a kid, I'd like go home from school and like open up a can of that fruit cocktail in the can. And the syrup, just from drinking the syrup, the taste of it. And that kind of led me to ask, is it too sweet? Like
a lot of people that don't like bourbon, they're right. Complain. Like a lot of people that are really big into Scotch.
Yeah, I can see the sweetness.
They think it's almost too sweet.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Sweet.
Right. And I can see that happening. And how I would fix it, I'd up the ABV. I feel like there's too much sweet for the heat, for the amount of heat. 90's great for it or whatever it is, but it's a little. I mean, it's so sweet, and there's not like a counterweight to that.
You know how they really fix it is to leave it in the barrel for about another 8 years.
Yeah,
to get a little bit more oaky balance to it.
Yeah. So that's what it needs. Is it needs a little bit more time for that counterweight to the sweetness. Like I said, it's dessert, so I don't know if I'd want to have this all the time, but once in a while, it's fantastic. And after a night like we've had, it's fantastic.
I'll tell you what, I initially wasn't going to give this like crazy high marks, but this is kind of hitting the spot tonight, to be honest with you.
So, and then my last note was it has a little sawdust to it, which is probably the immature oakiness of it, probably. I would put it at that. So, man, it's literally dessert in a dram.
So again, I get all the vanilla caramels, and then that very distinct spearmint note that I think sets Buffalo Trace. It's a little bit different. I mean, I've had other bourbons that have a spearmint note, but that's something very, very distinct that I noticed with Buffalo Trace. Every time I've had it, it's got that spearmint note, which is pleasant. Instead of grape soda, on the palate, it's more the what are those candies called? The soda bottle cap.
Oh yeah,
candies.
Bottle caps.
Yeah, the bottle cap candies.
Yeah.
And the grape flavored bottle cap candies to me.
I think I had. Did I say cotton candy during the? Yeah, that's right up that alley.
Any particular flavor of cotton candy, or just cotton candy in general?
Just generic cotton candy. I don't know. Blue is what I think of. Blue cotton candy.
Like when it dissolves in your mouth.
It's the source.
You know what? Cotton candy is such a... I love cotton candy, but it is such
it's blown up sugar. It
takes like 4 cents to like make a thing, and they charge like $10 for it.
No.
Again, the leather, the oak, man. And then again, a little bit of black licorice. Pretty good bourbon. What about finish?
Let me tell you a story about cheap candy. So Ben threw a fit at the restaurant the other day, and because they had cheap candy up by the counter, and I was like, dude,
like the 25 cents.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to spend any money on that, but if you want to take money out of your piggy bank, you can buy yourself some. So he's like, are we going there? Is that where we're going? And I was like, yeah. He's like, I'm going to take my money. So he went and he bought this big orange pixie stick full of orange sugar, and he brought it home, and he was so proud of it, and he starts dumping it into his mouth, and he goes,
you don't like it?
No, he hated it. And I was like, dude, I never want to have this discussion ever again. I was like, you know what good candy is? Daddy gives you good candy.
What is your favorite candy?
Oh man, I love Twix.
Yeah?
I think Twix
That's your
is my
favorite
go-to.
candy bar?
Yeah, Twix.
Dave was pretty excited because I told him.
He's got snacks.
Afterwards, we're going to eat a little bit. And I have, what did I say? I have sour cream and cheddar Ruffle potato chips. And
side question, what's your favorite chip? And who makes it better, this side of the pond or the other side of the pond?
Touche.
Who does a better chip?
Touche.
All right. So finish, it's medium for me, maybe medium longish. The sweetness stays. And it's not as artificial sweetness as I would have. How sweet the syrupy kind of flavor of it. It's not that. It's like the wholesome side of sweetness stays. So for me, it's long and it's sweet. It's like a dessert.
You think it's long?
Medium is what I said.
Yeah, it's not short, but it's not.
No. It's only one sweetness stays.
You're right. Like there's like
it's right there.
Get it, there's like 4 or 5 flavors.
No, but it's just
for like 2 seconds, and then it goes to like
and it's just
like
one
grape
right in the middle of your tongue.
Grape bottle soda bottle cap candies. So like I said, it's short to medium, and it's in the middle.
Agree to disagree.
And it's like the vanilla caramel, black licorice, a little bit of like the grape soda bottle cap candies, and then it kind of just goes away.
Yeah.
So, Malted Man Cave, Mark, what are you gonna give this?
Man, it's up there. I forgot how good it is. I am very spoiled to come over here and drink the whiskeys that I drink, and it just kind of shows you that when you're in the mood for something, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's in your wheelhouse and you can appreciate it, you appreciate it, and I appreciate this for what it is. I'm going to give it an 88.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, I'm kind of close to that. I'm going to give this, to me this is, man, I was originally going to give it an 85 or an 86, but it's tasting really good tonight. I don't want to be too much a prisoner of the moment, so I'm going to give it an 86. 85, 86, very good bourbon. If this was a higher ABV and it was aged a couple more years, it'd probably be getting into the 89, 90.
If you can get a counterbalance to how much sweet, if you can get
there was a little bit more oaky roundness behind those amazing sweet notes, and it was a higher ABV.
Which probably equals a better whiskey in the Buffalo Trace family.
Which is what you get when you get Eagle
Raiders,
I get it. Blantons.
I get it.
George C. Stags.
Yeah.
So, you said 88, 86 for me.
Yeah.
So, question of the night. While we were getting our notes, I put Netflix on for us, and we were watching a show, which I will remain unnamed. So, we were just kind of, the question of the night is, what is one of your favorite, we said, not under budget, like not as well known?
Yeah, kind of indie, kind of not spoken about, not winning a lot of awards or whatever. It could be a guilty pleasure, could be whatever.
Let you go first.
Oh. Well, this is my question, mofo. All right, put me on the spot. So I had a couple that I was thinking about. I love science fiction. I love it. I love reading it. I love watching it. I have a lot of friends that enjoy it, so I watch it by myself.
I love sci-fi, bro.
Dude, The Expanse.
I don't think I've seen that. The Expanse?
The Expanse.
Is it on Netflix?
No, it was on Amazon for... So I've watched the first 2 seasons, I think. I don't know if it gets bad. Don't tell me.
Is it the Carbon? What was that one on Netflix? We was like,
oh yeah,
the Carbon,
yeah. Not that. Not
that was good though.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. That was like right in my wheelhouse. But The Expanse is like.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, you'll have to check it out. But anyways, that's my underrated. Basically, it's a space odyssey. The Earth is dying. We're populating other planets. There is a class system in space, and it's all based on, like, your worth is based on where you're born, and like
nothing like going back to the feudal days.
Well, I mean, we're humans. It's always going to be our primal...
rear its ugly.
Yep.
Rear its ugly head.
Yeah, it's always going to be...
I think it comes in cycles.
Yeah.
We make progress, and then it's like we jack everything up again.
Yeah, I mean, we've reached a point where our brains don't need to get smarter, so we just get in the same ruts. Anyways, it's basically based on everything that's happening now, but in space, and it's a very good watch if you're into science fiction.
You know a show that it's not my pick for tonight, but have you ever seen The 100?
Oh, I've heard about it. That's
So it's kind of like a CW, like teeny bopper. It starts out like that, And so I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Like, I'm not like 18 years old anymore. But it actually gets really good.
Is that where everybody disappears?
No, they go up into like, it's called the Ark, up in space because Earth is dying, and then they send 100 basically criminal kids who like were delinquents to basically see if they could survive down there after
to make do with what was there.
And it's a really good show. But my pick would be, it's not like it's not well known. I think a lot of people know it's on Netflix.
So good.
Is The Last Kingdom. And that's what we were watching. I love Viking stuff. I tend to like fantasy, old, ancient civilization type, war epics. I love sci-fi too, but I really love old, like Viking stuff or Roman stuff. So The Last Kingdom, if you haven't seen it, is an amazing show. I think I just finished watching.
As the most German podcaster on this show, I would like to say that I feel kindred spirit.
I don't know if you're more German than me. My grandfather came over from Germany. What are you talking about? Von Bruns. So tell us in the comments what your guys' favorite, maybe kind of unknown show is. Please like, subscribe, and as always,
oh man, get some Buffalo Trace.